Hello there. In this video, I would like to share with you 3 things that you should be doing to build your audience, because without an audience, you don't have clients, right? My name is Gwyneth and I specialize in coaching women entrepreneurs who want to acknowledge and charge what it is that they're worth, who want to package their expertise into services in such a way that you're going to be building your brand, strengthening that emotional connection with the people you're talking to, but also to have systems and processes in place to make sure that you are actually enjoying the freedom that you want. Because I'm guessing if you're a woman entrepreneur, that's one of the things you signed up for when you went into business. So, number 1 is, on every single thing that you ever do, is to have a call to action, a CTA. Every email you ever write, every YouTube post you ever put out, every Facebook post you ever do, anything on any social media platform, there should be a call to action. Now, that can be, like I said, it can be to sign up for an email list. It can be for a potentially free download of something. It can be to take people to go and see something else, to watch another video, to see another post that you've put somewhere. It can be an offer. You've got the holiday season coming up and you want, people to go and visit your website maybe. However, there is one thing you must know, a word of warning about this. Do not put links that go to external sites in the description or in the post that you are posting, especially on Facebook and YouTube. They want you to stay on the platform. So by all means, put in the description and tell people in the video and tell them in the post, I've got this fabulous offer for you. I'd love you to come and sign up for my email list, my newsletter. I'd love for you to come and join my Facebook group. Whatever your call to action is, look below in the comments or use the link below in the comments or whatever, and then put the link in the comments. Don't put it in the post itself or the description on YouTube, because as I said, YouTube and Facebook want you to stay on those platforms respectively. Now, clearly on YouTube, if you are sharing another video on YouTube, then that's absolutely fine, and pretty much the same for Facebook. On Facebook, if you are sharing a link in a group, then it doesn't really impact the reach in the same way. But like I said, newsfeed or anywhere public, keep those links in the comments. YouTube allows you to pin a comment to the top of all the comments so that people, they'll scroll down, they'll see the description, and then your comment will be right at the top with the link, asking them to do whatever it is you want them to do. So that's number 1, your call to action. Number 2, do you have a referral system in place? This is absolutely critical. Even though in my business I've pivoted now, how long ago? 8 months ago, I'm still getting referrals from my previous incarnation, even from 2-3 years ago. People get in touch with me and always say, how did you hear about me? Oh, so-and-so recommended you. Referrals are very, very powerful, and they are really one of the best ways of not only building your audience, but building your client base as well. So what I do, for example, is whenever I have finished working with somebody and they've enjoyed working with me and I've enjoyed working with them, I ask for a testimonial. And in that testimonial email, where I've got the questions that I've given them, the final thing is, if you've enjoyed working with me, the best way for me to be able to help others is for you to tell them about me. It's even better than just social proof and putting that testimonial out there. Imagine if you've got somebody comes to you and say, hey, you know what, I worked with a Gwyneth a couple of months ago and it was absolutely fabulous. I totally recommend her. You're going to believe somebody you trust a lot more than me just saying on a video, hey, come and work with me because it's fantastic and I, love working with people like you. So referrals are very, very powerful, but you must have a system in place. Something else that you can do is, for example, on your invoices, to have just a sentence there, if you've enjoyed working with me, or if you believe that what I have provided to you has been of value, please refer me to other people. Excuse me. Now, when it comes to referrals as well, you can sweeten the process even more by offering some kind of reward. However, I am very, very wary of providing a reward to the person who is doing the referring. Specifically in business, that can be perceived as bribery and all sorts of things. And I'm quite a correct person, as my partner reminded me the other day. So what I tend to do is if I'm asking somebody to refer me, then I will offer some kind of benefit to the person who actually then signs up. I don't know if that, let me think of how to explain that. So I say to somebody, please would you refer me? And then they refer me to so and so, and that person then says, I say, how did you find out about me? They say, that person referred me, and then I can say, that's fantastic. In that case, I can offer you this added value or slightly reduced investment or whatever it is. And what happens there is you actually get a win-win-win, because I feel fabulous that I've got a new referral. I can then go to the person who did the referral and say, thank you, brilliant, but they feel good because the person they've referred has also already received something immediately before they've even started working with me. So I've also strengthened the emotional connection between the referrer and the referee, person who's been referred. Need to watch my words today. Think I need a cup. Excuse me. So that's number two, having a system actually in place to refer potential clients, build your audience, even if it's somebody just saying, I think you'll really enjoy the emails or the videos that this person is putting out. Okay, so brilliant way of building your audience. And number three is, and I know this might sound obvious, but you need to know who you're actually talking to. Because if you're trying to be a people pleaser and make everybody happy, you are going to end up attracting absolutely nobody. If you confuse people with your message, if they're not sure that you are talking to them, they're not going to sign up in any way, shape, or form. And so when we talk about your ideal client, know who you're talking to, I always say market to one, sell to many. There will be other people who are not your ideal client who potentially will also want to sign up to your newsletter or buy what it is that you're offering. But you must market to one, and it's not just a case anymore of just having a demographic. It was very popular for a long time. They drive a BMW and they go shopping in such and such a supermarket, and they're married with two kids and they go to the opera, and all of these activities, sports, leisure, lifestyle, and those kind of things. It's very important as well to understand the psychographic of the person that you are marketing to. Because if you don't share the same values, or if you don't have similar values, that emotional connection could be very stunted. It might be quite difficult. I'll give you an example. So I'm vegetarian. I don't eat meat at all. Don't want meat. Thank you very much. I would have a very, very hard time working with somebody who is who's in the meat industry, for example. The differences are it just goes against too much of what I believe about farming and all the rest of it. I'm not going there. So be very, very clear on what your values are. And when you are then marketing, when you are doing your marketing copy, when you are putting out those calls to action for people to sign up for whatever it is that you're offering, think about the psychographic. How do they feel? Now, there's another little nugget I just want to give you right here now, because on a psychological level, when we feel positive, if everybody's happy and it's summer and there's no pandemic and everything is just completely fantastic, we are taken in a lot more by visual things. Okay, at the beach, looking all the different colors and the candy floss, or maybe a bottle of champagne. It's all this visual stuff, and we will buy a lot more easily just by looking at something. Okay, but when people are feeling more negative, when they're feeling a little bit down, and things aren't maybe going as well as they would like to, then it is absolutely necessary on this psychographic level for you to tap into their emotional. When people are feeling negative, it is much more sensory, tactile, emotional. Okay, you really need to speak to them much more on an emotional level than purely on a visual level. So it's all very well me being here on YouTube, but if you're not getting a feeling from what I'm talking to you about, then you're going to stop watching and goodbye. Whereas if okay, yes, the look's okay, and actually what she's talking about makes a bit of sense, then potentially you are going to join my mailing list, whatever. So also be aware of the psychographic. Market to one, sell to many. So those are the three things that you can very easily have in place, actually, but absolutely critical, in my opinion, to you building your audience. Not even just building your audience, but building an audience of people that are going to enjoy hearing from you, are going to potentially enjoy working with you, and you are going to enjoy working with them. So number one was the call to action on absolutely everything, remembering to put links to external sites in comments and not in the post. Number two, to have a process, to have a system in place where people can easily give you a referral, and those people who are being referred can easily get in touch with you. And number three, to know who you are talking to, not just from a demographic perspective, but also on a psychographic perspective. Now, if all of those things sound interesting to you, and if you're a little bit curious about how I put all this together to actually help you build your brand, package your expertise, and have those sales conversations with people so that they understand who you are and you understand who they are, I would love to invite you to sign up for a half-day VIP intensive one-to-one with me online, where we spend several hours together going through all the things that I've talked about, where we talk about finding out, what is true worth? What do you feel energetically? Are you energetically aligned with the investment that you are asking from people? We're also going to look at your package, specifically with the holiday season coming up. There is a lot that you can do to make sure that you're over delivering without undercharging and not driving yourself crazy with work in the process. And built into all this as well, of course, is your brand, how you come across, who is your ideal client, so that your messaging is absolutely perfect. You know exactly who it is that you are talking to. If you would like to know more, if that sounds interesting to you, if that sounds like something you would like to do, then you will find a link in the comments to do that. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please do remember to hit the subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video, and if you want to be notified of the next time I post a video, click on the bell button as well. Until next time, I wish you good health. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay fabulous. Loads of love, and bye for now.